An additional serious issue with the plasmid contamination is that they carry two antibiotic-resistant genes, kanamicin and neomicin. These are two major antibiotics that we use in medicine today. Kanamicin is used to treat tuberculosis, and neomicin is a broad-spectrum antifungal that most of us use in triple antibiotic. These are used in hospitals all over the country today, and we have many immigrants coming across our border that are carrying tuberculosis. The potential consequence of this is that anybody injected with these contaminated shots could become antibiotic resistant to those two major classes of antibiotics. The potential consequence of these plasmids being injected into billions of people carrying these genes is that they can also be shed. As workers in Seattle showed, there were lab workers working with COVID in Seattle that became contaminated with the plasmids that they were working with. The plasmids infected their nasal cavities. They took these plasmids home and shed them to their family members. They were found because the lab workers remained positive for COVID for several months, and they couldn't figure out why they kept testing positive for COVID. It was because they were carrying these plasmids in their nasal cavities, and they did pass them on to their family members. This is a very, very serious matter and has been brought up to the FDA and CDC several months ago, but they have not responded in any manner at all. Typically, this type of contamination would get the shots pulled off of the market immediately. We have seen an egregious number of deaths and disabilities that Laura discussed, and some of my colleagues will further discuss. We are up to over 35,000 deaths in the CDC VAERS system. These may be in part due to this contamination. This could also be an explanation for why the spike proteins and the mRNA have been found so far out from inoculation, what some people are calling long COVID, and found in tissues of the brain and the testes many months out from inoculation.